Directs. Y'all remember those? Uh, for those that don't, Nintendo Directs are basically directs that are basically a little mini presentation where Nintendo showcases a lot of games regarding consoles coming out for Nintendo, such as the Wii U, 3DS, and Switch. And usually it's a big hit. A lot of games would be released or revealed in the directs, and people would get really excited, including myself. And it was fun. I remember watching a lot of directs, and I specifically 2018's of March was my favorite because there were so many memories I had with this. I just remember after like around elementary to middle school, like coming home and the direct would be around just in time, and I'll watch it and I'll get so excited for it. And out 2018, like I said, it was my favorite because it was just had so many I had so many memories with it, and it was just really good. But as time goes on, there it was just the directs has not been like I would say it wasn't like big. It's just Nintendo hasn't been showcasing a lot of directs lately as they used to because I think this I don't know because I just feel like in my opinion just because there's not much to it. We usually get directs around like indie world showcases, as well as mini partner showcases, or just overall just games that showcase like directs. Like this one, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I know a lot of people are excited for that, and we got a couple like directs here and there. But I've thought about this when I was drafting the Splatoon 3 direct was whatever happened to the Nintendo Directs. Whatever happened to them? Because I remember, like I said, like around 2018 or 2017, they were showcasing a lot of directs here and there, and whenever it's a good direct, it was a good hit and a good direct. But nowadays, you don't see as much directs as you usually do, and I think it's for two reasons. I think the biggest one being the pandemic that we are right now, or back in the day. I remember 2020 to 2021. Whenever directs start, Nintendo would reveal or would not talk about the, but they'll showcase a little thing talking about, oh, we have just like being aware some of these releases may be in the future due to COVID, and I assume that's probably why as much not as much directs would appear because of COVID, obviously. Even still to this day, even though the whole COVID I can speak pandemic that we used to be we it kind of uh, went down nowadays. But even so, just because it went down doesn't mean that it's still affecting a couple of people. I'm pretty sure in Japan it probably still affects a lot of people and whatnot. And I can understand on Nintendo's part if they not still not making as much directs due to this pandemic, but honestly, it's interesting just to believe that even with the pandemic that is going on, people are still getting affected by this, and it's crazy to believe. But I mostly, honestly, it comes down to either that or just being the fact that honestly, there's not much games coming out as much. When the 3DS and Switch came out, we had a lot of stuff going on with it, and it's crazy to believe because with the whole Nintendo Direct stuff, it's just I don't know. It's just crazy because, like I said, 2017 to 18, it was just really big. We got a lot of stuff coming out, and then just like nowadays, like with the pandemic, it's just been effective lately, and we haven't gotten as much like excitement. I just feel like I just feel like nowadays. I just feel like nowadays, like, cause like I said, when I was little, I would get really excited for directs and whatnot, and but nowadays, I would get excited for directs, but not as hype as I was when I was little. I guess just due to the fact that not much direct. When we get a direct, we don't get as much like big things as we usually do, in my opinion. But it could be just me, and I just feel like that. Like I said, nowadays we don't get as much hype as directs. For me, at least, and even the indie showcases and mini directs, they're not as exciting as they used to be, honestly. And I always thought, because a lot of people, I remember when like when we didn't get as much directs and whatnot, people were wondering. I'm like, oh, when's the next direct coming? Or people would predict, oh, when's the next direct coming? Or specifically, like when a game comes out, like, oh, I wonder why they're showing this because of direct or whatever. People would predict about that, and Nintendo usually will be silent about it, but that they reveal like a mini direct or a partner showcase or indie world direct, and people will get pissed off. Like, come on, is what? Why not a normal direct? And yeah, it's just crazy to believe. I just had a thought about this, but it's just crazy to believe that Nintendo just doesn't do as much directs as I really thought they would do. Sure, we had a direct like a couple of months ago and whatnot, but I feel like even with those directs, I don't get as much hype as I usually do with those directs compared to like 2018 and 2017 direct. And I want to, and going back to it, whatever happened to the directs, I think it just comes down to, I guess, real life situations and overall just, I guess, not much games coming out as they used to be with like the whole direct stuff. I'm not sure, honestly. So yeah, I just basically want to get my full thoughts on this. I was kind of like I said when Splatoon 3's direct came out, I was thinking about this for a little bit, and I was thinking about making a video on this. So I figured why not? I will make a video about this, and here we are. The playlist that you saw earlier, I will leave that person's playlist in the description, as well as the gameplay or the not the gameplay the background Nintendo Direct they see in the background. And let me know your thoughts on this. Whatever happens to the directs, don't we get do we think we get as much as we usually do? But it could be just me. But I wanted to let y'all know and let me know your thoughts on this. So hope y'all like it. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.